Hi, life path number 2. How are you? This is Healing Hands. How is everyone doing? I hope you all are doing great because I am doing well. Times are changing, life path number 2. You all know your number 2 is all about duality, all about polarity, two coming together as one, the power to balance that, polarization or duality and whatever categorization that we have placed on things in our life. Okay. And we do have some really powerful energy for you. Life path number 2. Okay. Hold on 1 second, life path number 2. I am trying to find the main energy. All right. So guys, listen. When I just, finished my premeditation and sage my sacred space, so life path number 2, we're going to get right into your energy and share the messages that I got for you guys. All right. So I got some kind of past energy for you. And it's all about the, masculine principle. You all know we have the masculine and the feminine energy inside us. Everybody has this duality. So with you guys, life path number 2, you all are known to have this, to always be in a place of struggle with the two things always going on. Is it a yes or no, good or bad, high or low? So number 2 is all about seeking balance. All right. And it's all about, gives me also the vibes of that Libra energy of two scales, scales of justice, where if one scale is skewed and one is high, there's always a need to, kind of bring it to balance. All right. So this masculine energy is a very, very apt energy to describe your energy, life path number 2. And basically, the masculine energy, like in past lives or whatever that you may have brought with you, that is dominant or being dominantly displayed or portrayed in your life as it is. And this energy can be that energy of the masculine energy of being a go-getter, that action-oriented type of energy. It's energy of going out and engaging in war. It gives me also that vibes of Mars, all right, of just going to war, fighting for survival, doing whatever you need to do to just survive. It's all about seeking ways to perpetuate something in your life, okay? And that masculine energy can be that builder energy, protector energy, the architect of the society, but you all have to understand that both the masculine and the feminine principles do exist within us, like I said. And it's important that we always remain in balance when it comes to both energies and not allowing one to dominate the other. Because if one is dominant, then we are skewed and we are out of balance or in balance, okay? So what this energy here is telling you is asking you to work with your inner male energy, okay? And it's telling you to embrace it, because embracing this masculine energy that you have predominantly right now, it can help heal old karmic patterns that you've brought with you into this lifetime from your previous lives, okay? But we have to understand that usually in life, things are expressed in polarity, and you guys being number 2, you're all about polarity, okay? So things are usually expressed in polarity, okay? And this can set the template for, our exploration and healing of those polarities in our life from now and moving forward into the future. So we also have to understand that the masculine energy can focus on external reality and attempt to manipulate the physical reality according to somebody's desire. Again, this could be a positive or negative expression. It all depends, like part number 2. It depends on the intention behind your action, especially if it's that war builder, protector kind of energy. What is the intention behind your action? So it's just Spirit asking you to look at your inner and outer male and feminine balance. Okay, if you see where there is an imbalance, it's telling you to work to bring those energies back into alignment, because it just simply says if one is dominant, like the masculine is dominant, it might be telling you that you're acting from old paradigms, from old templates, and now it's ready to transform. All right. God, the universe is ready to transform those energies for you, but you have to work in co-creating this movement in your energy. All right. Like I said, this energy is the energy of a go-getter. All right. Which means in your previous life, you most likely had a lot of experience as a warrior, or you may still have those qualities within your nature of things that you have brought with you into this reincarnation. You find yourself that being that person who will go out and fight. You're always ready to fight, always ready to, bring things to balance. You're always ready to go out there and conquer. Nothing can defeat you. Nothing can bring you down. You just want to go get it. Okay. So that energy might be too much sometimes, especially if the motivation is not the right one. So you have to look at those qualities, and you have to be very constructive about using those qualities rather than allowing them to come through as destructive energy. And there are always times when that warrior energy can be useful for you. All right. But attaining the mastery of this true warrior energy, even a spiritual one, means understanding when to use that energy in your favor and for the greater good. All right. And when not to use that energy. Awesome. Now, the next energy that I got for you guys is this seduction and addiction. All right. And that is in your present energy. Like I said, this is in the past energy. Okay. But this is like the present energy, what you are putting out right now that I'm picking up. Okay. And this is just saying that each time that we engage in habits or thought patterns, it can grow stronger, to the point where we eventually crave the fulfillment of that habit like a drug. The thought of fulfilling that habit will act like a seduction for the ego. We keep feeding that ego every time, and we find it difficult to disengage, because we find that craving to engage in that behavioral pattern in order to feel normal. And this is true for our addiction of polarity. Even for our addiction towards judgment or judging people, or categorization of good or bad, or that polarity that we have to constantly struggle to find a middle ground. Okay, it's like I said, the justice scales, where there is always a truth, there's lie, and then there's a middle, right? But we have to balance the scales in order to really come to the true knowledge of what truth means in every situation. Okay, so it might be that you've found yourself in a situation where you're compelled to judge everything that you see or you experience in order for it to make sense in your reality, or in order for you to feel safe. Life path number 2. But if our conscious conscious programming is going to transform, we have to learn to resist that seduction of the ego, seduction of this addiction, which will shift us into a more transcendent state. All right. So we have to work towards healing of this polarity that exists within us, so that, we can elevate our consciousness. But I'm telling you, because of this energy, the way this energy came out, is just assuring you that success is possible for you. As long as you can do the work, you will eventually succeed. All right. But it would take a lot of work in order for you to stop reinforcing whatever these old habitual patterns of polarity is, or polarized thoughts are in your energy. So you may ask, what is polarity? What am I talking about when I say polarized thoughts? All right. This can be a way of viewing reality through the lens of good and evil, categorizing things. Everything that is you see in your reality is either black or white. There's no gray area. And because you're number 2, you're all about balancing. You have to constantly dwell in that energy of balancing polarity. Okay? I mean, that's the struggle for life path number 2. All right? And it can also be subtle, sometimes unconsciously seeing yourself as separate, as bad, as lacking, as non-deserving, and so on and so forth. All right? But this will lure you into the trap of self-sabotaging beliefs and behaviors, and it will stop the process of your awakening if you do not work towards balancing the polarity inside of you. All right. So what this energy is asking you to do is to examine your innermost self for addictive thought patterns that keep you stuck in suffering and pain and disappointment and lack of movement forward. Because those thought patterns are no longer necessary in your present moment or going forward into the future. And when they change, suffering is lessened considerably. All right. And the power for change, freedom, and happiness is in your hands, life path number 2. Because it all stems from you being aware of how your thoughts can affect your experience or your reality. Okay. And I told you earlier, I said you will eventually succeed. You will eventually reach that awakened state. All right. Or be able to get to that high level of consciousness. It's absolutely possible as long as you're working with this energy. All right. You're working to balance whatever this energy is for you. Life path number 2. Okay. Now, the next energy that came out, when it first came out, this was the first one that came out. I was like, what? Because Thanatos is the name of this Greek god. And it's all about death and transformation. All right. Thanatos is the personification of, endings. All right. Mythologically, because it's all about Greek mythology, he was the son of the Nynx, which is the night, and Erebus, which is darkness, and the twin of Hypnos, which is sleep. All right. And he's believed to have a gentle touch and was seen throughout the Trojan War carrying off the dead alongside his twin brother Hypnos, who is sleep. All right. So basically, what this energy is saying, and which is actually aligning with these other 2 energies that I picked up, is talking about you needing to understand that endings are a constant part of life. It's very, very important for old cells to die away, old programmings to die away, and for it to be replaced with new ones. All right. And the day has come for you to put an end to old paradigms and, like ushering a paradigm shift and birth a new one in your life. Okay. So when you see Thanatos in your reading, it just tells you that there is a very deep personal transformation that is currently happening in your energy, and you have to surrender, yourself. Surrender something linked to your identity or sense of self within the world. All right. This may be a particular belief system, status, activity, relationship, grievance, or general thought patterns. Whatever it is, life path number 2. Those old paradigms have served you up until now, but further progress requires for you to release it. Now, if you feel frustrated with life or the world around you, or you feel like you're being directed or directing your attention to the wrong source or the wrong things, ask yourself, what is it that needs transforming now inside of me? Because ultimately, your life is only a reflection of your innermost fears and beliefs. Some of us will fear losing our sense of self, but endings require us to be larger than self. So the part of ourself that we are afraid to lose is usually based on illusion, and it's rooted in self-importance, in identity, and ego's basic need for comfort and reassurance. The true essence, life path number 2, of the self isn't lost after the removal of those ego-based attachments, but rather it comes to life once we can release them. Spirit is just telling you it is time for you to release your fears and strip away your illusions and ego-based attachment so that you may step into your true essence. You may step into your true life. Life path number 2. Poignant. Okay? Heavy energy of death, rebirth, transformation, transcendence. All right. Letting go of seductive, addictive, codependent patterns. All right. Find a way to balance the masculine energy, use it for good and not for evil. All right. Balance that masculine and feminine energies within you. Now, let us figure out other messages that will come into your reading for this month. I always say life path number 2. This month will start from whenever you click play on this video. That's when it begins to activate for you. But the videos are timeless in the sense that they are always going to be here. It doesn't matter if it's a year or 5 years from whenever they are posted online. Whenever you come across it, that's when, your 1 month is supposed to activate. So I call them timeless readings. So life path number 2, please do me a favor before you leave. Don't just come and suck my energy. Please remember to do something on this channel. Click on the information box below the video for any additional information about how to support this channel, how to support your girl, or better still, do like, share, and subscribe to this video. Okay, share it on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on any social media platform that you like. I do appreciate all your energy exchange. Life path number 2. Thank you. You guys are awesome all the time. I appreciate all your seamless support for my channel and all the love that you guys have continuously been pouring into my energy, helping us to get to 1,000 subscribers and unlocking our ability to do a live reading. Hey, I did a live video the other day, and I do encourage you to please come online anytime I'm doing a live. I will be more than happy to pull 1 or 2 cards for your situation for free. All right. Remember to catch me. I have no specific time, but I just go with whenever I'm led by spirits to go online, because I feel that's when whoever is meant to see me will see me. It's not going to be everybody, but if you happen to see me doing a live, please join so that I can help you pull an energy for your situation for free. Okay, for free. All right. For right now, of course, the last time I came online, a few people donated something. I do really appreciate you guys. I don't want to call out names, but Camille, I'm sure you're probably watching. You may not be watching this particular, so that's why I really don't want to call out name. But thank you all so much for all the show of love. I'm just overwhelmed sometimes because you guys are just awesome to me. You guys have supported my channel from day one. It's because of you that I'm where I'm at. I couldn't have been here without you. All right. So thank you all so much. Remember to do the needful on this channel and exchange your love. Continue to do that. Okay. I appreciate you all. All right, Spirit. So what is this message for life path number 2? Let's get into it and see what other energies we're pulling for your life path number 2. Okay. Here we go. There's something hidden in your energy that is telling you that you are being tested. It means the universe has put you on a test to see how you're going to perform. Just imagine that you're in a class and it's time for your maybe first test or second test that you need to pass. If you don't pass this, you're not going to move on or onto the next level. All right. But here it says you're establishing boundaries. Your ability to establish boundaries this month is going to be very, very essential. You're being tested. It says the universe is testing your limitation, how you resolve conflicts. It will determine if you'll be able to stay together with somebody or not. All right. So how do you handle conflict? How do you put an ending to something? How do you work to resolve conflicts? Do you go to war? Or do you just in a subtle way resolve it? But are you able to, draw healthy boundaries in situations where somebody is being unfair with you? All right. Are you able to balance the situations that, the divine is putting in your environment or putting on your way as a test for you? Now, the next energy talks about differences. It says your twin may be different to you, different cultures, beliefs, age, or in status. And this could keep you guys apart until you all can resolve whatever those differences are. All right. So, of course, obviously, and sometimes I like how spirit likes to do. They call it out. They're not mixing words. They're saying, oh, somebody is like your twin flame. So somebody you consider that you have a strong soul affinity to. All right. You might be at I'm picking up an energy of, you might be at a crossroads. All right. A crossroad with that person right now. Maybe due to some differences in opinion, differences in your belief system. Maybe they are not even supporting you on your life journey. Maybe there are some boundaries that need to be drawn. I don't know. It's different for everybody. If you want a personal reading specific for your situation, check out the description box below this video for how to get in touch with me. All right. That way I can pull the energies specific to your situation and be able to advise you on how to move forward or navigate. Okay. I'm always happy to help. So the next energy says commitment issues. Whoever this is, or you may have commitment issues. All right. Always giving excuses as to why they can't be with somebody. All right. They give enough for you to keep hanging like a thread or hanging on a thread. All right. So that it can always come back when it's convenient. And maybe spirit is like, listen, it's time to just close this thing out. End it and move on. Don't let somebody put you on a string, hang you in there and keep going and coming as if they are the breath of life for you. No. All right. So it's obviously a kind of test, and the universe is just watching you, and maybe you've been failing this test, and now you're going to get the clarity that you need to understand that it's not okay for somebody to have commitment issues. Those energies are stemming from low vibes, from the ego. All right. So spirit is calling your attention to that. So I know it's not everybody that's going to be in this situation. It might be a job situation. It might be with regards to family. It might be with regard with investment or investors or business partners. It doesn't matter. Take it as it resonates. All right. The next one says secret detective. Are you or somebody you're with or somebody in your energy checking in, doing their investigation, just snooping around? If one of you is snooping, you need to ask yourself, why is it that you're not trusting someone at this time? Or vice versa. Or just simply ask yourself, do I trust the person I'm dealing with? If I don't, why is that? If trust is gone, then how can you cultivate a healthy relationship like part number 2? Now, I'll quickly want to go back before I forget to say, you may be dealing with somebody who has a life part 1, a life part 2, a life part 3, a life part 5, a life part 8, even a life part 7. All right? Or, let me see what else I'm picking up here. Okay, that's all the life path that I'm picking up from your reading today. Okay, it could be any life path, it doesn't matter. Okay, but those are the prominent ones that came out. So now ask yourself, we are meant to be in a relationship of trust. You need to trust whoever you're dealing with. If you don't trust somebody, then disregard them, throw them out. Nobody should be in your energy that you cannot trust. Because remember, the difference between life and death, growth and death, is the people we surround ourselves with. Disregard what is no longer serving your higher good. Step away. And when I say disregard, I'm not telling you to be cutthroat or be mean. I'm just saying, in a very subtle way, in a very nice way, if they are not committing, just tell them, listen, okay, go make up your mind. I need to move on. Step away. You're not going to leave the door open so that they can always come in. They go out partying, go out doing whatever. They can always sneak in at night. All right. They are either in or they are trash. Okay. Yeah, spirit is being savage today. Wow. Because somebody, obviously, this is causing somebody anxiety. And somebody is scared. Somebody is panicked. Either too panic to make a commitment, or even anxious for a commitment that doesn't seem like it's coming. All right. And something also here talking about love bond. They still love their person, not leaving them for you, and no real issues in their union. So some of you are in third party situations. God have mercy. Or maybe you found yourself dealing with somebody who still have some Jada Pinkett type of entanglement while they are still in your energy. There's entanglement. Maybe somebody is torn, is divided, is scared of moving forward with somebody. All right. Because they're still hooked or attached energetically to somebody else. So forward movement is not going to work at this time. So why would you leave the door open for this person? Now, there's something here saying you might be dealing with somebody who has a very strong, air sign, air elements. And it's linked with the mind, maybe somebody who's playing mind game, somebody who is being over analytical, somebody who does not want to communicate, or who has issues with communicating, or who has over analysis paralysis. But whoever you're dealing with, or you, may be intelligent enough to understand or see right through the BS of whatever this is. And somebody who has divination quality or ability, or consult with people who have divination abilities. All right. And they're telling you, make sure that you're recharging, because anything that has to do with the mental part of human beings, it can drain us energetically. So you might be dealing with somebody who is an energy vampire, somebody who's draining you because they are not committing, because they are putting you in third parties, or because you are putting them. I don't know what the situation is for you. Take which side you fall on. All right. Now, there's something about devilish ways. It says your devious ways create a touch of danger that is hard to resist. There is a dark side to that person, you or that person, that keeps them intrigued. So there's something alluring is what I'm also getting. All right. Now, when they say devilish ways, it doesn't have to be negative. It could be that there's something about you or whoever they are dealing with that is addictive to them. And you know what? That's taking me right back to this seduction and addiction. So there might be somebody that you're dealing with that is being seduced, all right, but that is addicted to something, a bond. They're taking me back here again. They're addicted to some kind of love bond that they share with somebody, and whatever this bond is unbreakable at this time. They might not even fully understand, to a point where they are able to acknowledge what the connection that you all have. It could be a twin flame connection that you have, but there is obviously somebody who is energetically interfering with whatever your union is or coming together with this person is at this time. Now, there's also an energy here that talks about daydreamer. All right. So you could be daydreaming about this person. They could be daydreaming about you. But when somebody is daydreaming, they're just all up in their head. All right. But there's also something about this that is telling you, figure an imaginative and creative way to, refocus your energy. All right. So you don't get burnt out, so that you can continue building your dreams and the abundance that you desire in your life. Okay. And something also here talking about gossips and opinions. So you're dealing with somebody who is opinionated. It could be you, somebody who has something to say, somebody who has something to tell everybody about you, or you about them. All right. And also a third party. I'm getting external influences a lot. Some people outside of you all's relationship that are affecting your relationship at this time. And it's delaying and preventing it from ever becoming anything serious. You see the way all these cards are telling the same story. That's why, or how you know this reading is meant for somebody. It might not be for everybody, but trust me, somebody will get their message that will be directed to this video as a part of my soul tribe. All right. But something here also, again, reiterating, gossip. Okay. Gossip and opinions. Here it says gossip. And it says petty, jealousy, envy. Is that what you're dealing with, life path number 2? My God. All right. Whew. Somebody here is saying, I got 99 problems. And talking about prove it. Not confessing unless they are caught. So another third party energy, another energy about somebody not being honest, not being faithful, being love bound with somebody else, or love bound with somebody else, or not focused on making a decision about you. Genuinely, they might be giving you the energy of, yeah. So that way you're leaving the door open, but they are not truly committing. They are not confessing either. They would deny. Even if you have your hunches, all right, or your hunch is telling you, your intuition is telling you there's something not right. Life path number 2. Wake up. There's something not okay. Something is definitely amiss, but you're not listening. All right. But they are determined to keep both. See the way all these energies are aligning. I use different decks to pull all this. And says they are gaslighting you. So somebody might be experiencing some kind of gaslighting, but you have to say to yourself, I got 99 problem, but the B ain't one. You ain't one of my problems. You're needing to draw the boundaries with somebody. All right, there's something here about coming together. It says reconciliation, spiritual union, soul contract. Some of you are probably still waiting for something to come together that may not be coming together. Some of you might be hanging on and waiting and thinking somebody will come back into your life. You've left the door open for them. All right? Because you're aware of the soul contract that you have. You are aware of the spiritual union that this is. As we first picked up that energy that talked about twin flame, it called it out. All right? It says your twin may be different to you. All right? Where you all are supposed to be working out some kind of difference. And listen, I always say, if they are meant to be in your life, they will come back. There will be reconciliation if it's meant to happen. If not, the universe does not ever want us to be in a waiting game. Waiting. Move on. Date other people. Marry somebody else if you can. If you find somebody who's compatible with you. If that person is not, vibrating at their highest level enough to match yours, it's okay to leave them in the trash. Okay. It's okay to dump them and leave them alone and let them be in the trash. Disregard, throw them out, move the heck on. Because trust me, when they wake up is when they wake up. I always say, when anybody wakes up, that's when that's their good morning. All right. If somebody wakes up at 11:30 a.m., it's good morning. Somebody can wake up at 6 a.m., it's good morning. You might be awake at 6 o'clock and you're waiting for somebody who's going to wake at 11:30 a.m. Do you have all that time to wait? To sit and wait? For what? Okay. Something here says pop up. So somebody, since you're leaving the door open, they might be popping up. So some of you are actually waiting for somebody to pop up. Somebody who is up in a hot air balloon that looks like they are flying away. Maybe there with somebody else, but you're waiting for them to come back. When do you think this balloon will fly around and come back? Is it when somebody's old? So those are questions that you need to ask yourself if you're dealing with this type of situation. Because I don't know what you're dealing with, life path number 2. I don't know you all individually. I'm just going by the messages that they are giving to me to give out to the collective. And like I said, this is not going to resonate for everybody. All right. But there's something here that says the heart leads, following their hearts, choosing to be happy, no longer hiding their feelings. You or the person, you have to follow your heart. Follow where your heart is leading you. Is it towards shutting a door? Is it towards leaving the door open? Is it towards growing old while you're waiting for somebody? Is it towards drawing boundaries? Is it towards actually acknowledging a situation for what it is, about maybe other people in your energy, interference that shouldn't be? Because when somebody truly loves you, they will not pick other people over you. Trust me. They will always put you first above all the people. So if you're not getting that, you're allowed to follow your heart. All right? And indulge or engage in self-love. Okay? So they're telling you, engage or they're advocating, you should advocate for a healthy lifestyle. Take good care of yourself. Mind, body, spirits. Give love back to yourself. Life path number 2. It's not always about the other person that we're dealing with. It's always about us. This whole twin flame journey is a journey of self. And that's why this energy came out strongly, the tests. It's always a test of, will you choose yourself every time? Or will you be hanging and waiting for somebody who is low vibrational, who is not matching up? Because part of the test is our ability to see it for what it is, that this is a test. And remember, like I said, it could be work, it could be family dynamic, it could be partnership. It doesn't matter. Always choose yourself. All right? But it looks like there's somebody who's been resilient here. Somebody who has refused to give up on a connection. All right? Even despite all the obstacles, they've been holding on. They've been tenacious. All right? But you have to understand your resilience should be channeled back into you for you to continue taking care of yourself and find peace in the storms of life rather than waiting for somebody else to provide the peace for us. Something else talking about detached. So you all might be dealing with somebody whose energy is coming across as detached, or you or them might be in deep thoughts. Okay, might be one or either of you have emotional intelligence or lack it. So somebody obviously has awareness or don't. Okay, and their vibration creates a ripple effect which makes other people more aware of their own emotion. So you might be dealing with somebody, or it could be you, who makes another person emotional, or who is actually very emotional about a situation. All right. So you might be all up in your head, emotional about a situation, not understanding why is this not coming together, but not realizing that this all is a test about this twin flame journey that you think you are on, or that you may be on for what is worth, and not understanding that the masculine and feminine, it resides inside of us, and we're meant to balance that. We're meant to pour this love back into our cups. If it comes back around, fine. If it doesn't, oh well and great. But at the end of the day, you will always choose you. All right? Always choose you, life path number 2. All right. And the last card talks about children. It says children affecting love life, or somebody wants to build a family. Some of you want children. Some of you have children already. Some of you are in separation with somebody you have children with. Some of you are waiting to reunite with somebody you have kids with, or a kid. All right. And some of you may be pregnant and left by whoever this is. Somebody else might be in a relationship, but you're pregnant for them. I don't know what this situation is for any of you. Wow. Life path number 2. Okay. Whew. All right. I am scared of pulling this deck here, because then we might get whatever. But I'm being, oh Lord God, Holy Spirit, I just want a couple cards. Can it be good, please? Oh my God. Oh Lord. All right. This reading is dragging on. So there's X factor. It says someone's still caught up with an ex. Oh my God. This is another deck, guys. There's a strong third party energy in this reading today. Somebody needing to X people out that are toxic. It could be you. It could be the person you're dealing with. Somebody is caught up with an ex. Somebody needs to cut people out. Throw them in the trash. End something. All right. This is your overarching energy. Thanatos, or whatever it's called. Thanatos. I don't know how to pronounce that. Whatever it's called. But of course, you see number 37, which is a 10. It talks about ending. End something and start something afresh. Okay? Something here saying single bachelor. Some of you are dealing with somebody who's single. All right? Or maybe some of you have found yourself single now. It doesn't have to be a male. It could be a woman. Bachelorette. But there's somebody who's single who will be receiving this message that hopefully will resonate and help provide some kind of clarity for you. All right. So you're probably somebody dealing, or you or whoever, there's a spiritual narcissist, somebody who's holding somebody bondage because there is an understanding of a spiritual connection. Somebody who's making someone else doubt their spiritual path, their spiritual journey, affecting somebody's spiritual beliefs, or trying to hold somebody back spiritually from ascending. Because if you're still dwelling in an energy of, somebody holding you down, preventing you from moving on, that person is a spiritual narcissist. All right. But of course, some of you, Spirit is like, shine the light on yourself. Shine that light. Pour that back into your energy, into your life. Take care of yourself. Invest in your own well-being. Love yourself. Please pass this test from the universe by pouring back into your energy, into your cup. All right. Something here says childhood fears. Someone is traumatized by their childhood. Maybe some of you have had, rejection in your childhood, lack of love or feeling, I said something about all the things that could have caused, seduction and addiction that may have stemmed from, your past life. And of course, I talked about the masculine principle that some people brought forward in their past life that may also be affecting their current life. All right. So that's why it's alluding to childhood fears. It could be past life fears as well. But something about some people or somebody jumping into conclusion. It could be you. It could be whoever you're dealing with. But life path number 2, I hope you do find peace in all all of this. Okay, I hope you're able to transcend, understand this whole journey for what it is, and be able to pour back and understand that the energy is meant to be for you to balance the yin yang, to continue working on yourself. Choose yourself at every given point. All right, here it says, as I breathe deeply, I feel myself thrive. Thriving is as natural as breathing itself. By relaxing often and breathing deeply, your natural thriving is enhanced. Awesome. Okay, let me close this out with an archangel prayer card to see. All right, some of you need some deep healing, Reiki healing, mental healing, physical healing, massage, whatever, something that will change your energy, something that will replenish is what I'm hearing. But here you have Archangel Michael. You can call on him. He is the angel of healing. And it talks about divine physician. All right. You all have that energy in your environment this month. It's in your energy for you to call and receive this healing, especially for those of you that are really struggling with whatever the situation is. All right. And you're mentally challenged at this time about moving forward. How can I leave this person behind? Leave them behind. It says, thank you, Raphael, for shining your divine light upon my healing body. All right. Life path number 2. Awesome reading. Thank you all so much. This is Healing Hands. Check the description box below the video for more information about booking your personal reading or other things with regards to my channel. Life path number 2. Bye, guys.